Hi and welcome along to But I Won't Do That, a weekly-ish podcast where I, Grant Mullen,
and myself, John Menezies,
somehow managed to cram a half-hour worth of garbage into a free podcast.
And sometimes there's a little bit of talk about music.
That's what we started the podcast for. So today we're going to be talking about song lyrics, but who knows what else we're going to be talking about.
We'll be going all over the place, don't you worry about that.
Why don't you find out with us? Enjoy.
Если я чешу в затылке, не беда. В голове моей опилки, да. Но хотят там и опилки, но кричалки и вопилки, а также шумелки, пыхтелки и сопелки.
All right, John, we've done this dumb intro because some people said stuff about us.
Yeah, we got like a letter or something in the post and someone, kind of complaining.
Your recording quality is not as good as it could be.
It's not as good. It's not like Joe Rogan.
No. Sounds like you're recording in the toilet.
Sounds like you guys are having like fun and stuff and you meander a bit.
Yeah.
How dare you meander?
Yeah, from mum.
Yeah, to be honest, it hurt my feelings a little.
I'm sorry. I'll ask her to stop sending those nasty.
Why did she send them to me? Why didn't she just send them to you?
Why
didn't she just call you?
Because she doesn't know where I live.
Oh, that would be it.
Yeah,
no, fair enough.
Hey, welcome along to the podcast, guys. We're so glad that you're here this week. We just, well, as it stands right now in time, like this podcast is podcast I think number 18, but in real lifetime, our 2-part podcast has just launched. So that was Stairway to Heaven Part 1 and Stairway to Heaven Part 2.
That is correct. Yep.
Yeah. So in real life, that's just happened, but there's like 4 other podcasts that are still to come that we've pre-recorded, right?
That is correct. We've got 4 in the
Because
back.
we're so efficient.
Pretty good, mate. We're pretty good at this.
I think people need to know what you got on your head.
What I've got on my head,
What you got on your head.
the thoughts in my head, or what I'm wearing on my head, because they're 2 very different things.
So, are you a fan of Family Guy?
No.
Do you know Family Guy?
I know what it is, yes.
Yeah. So you look like a much better looking Meg from Family Guy.
Oh, I don't know who that
John's
is.
wearing a pink beanie. So
Yeah.
if you're a Family Guy fan, shut up, Meg.
A man walks down the street in a hat like this. He ain't afraid of nothing.
That's right. So John, I've got to describe your outfit for the listeners. Pink beanie,
Yep.
handsome face,
Oh, thanks, mate.
camouflage top,
Yeah.
shorts,
Like an urban camo, yeah.
urban camo.
Yeah.
So is it a polo or is it like a
Henley.
Henley.
Henley top.
That is my
Technically.
favourite style of top.
Yes, I like.
It makes
They suit me. They
Makes
suit
the
me.
man's chest look nice, I think.
Yeah.
Henley?
I think they're just a good fit. They work for me.
And
the
if for
Henleys.
all occasions, a Henley for all occasions.
Yeah,
I think.
absolutely. You can go to a funeral in one if you want.
You can put
to.
a suit jacket on it and it looks good. You can wear a pink beanie and a camo top.
absolutely. You can use it skydiving
Yep, if you want.
if you want.
And to finish the ensemble, shorts and Ugg boots.
Yes, Ugg boots, absolutely.
Very Tasmanian.
Yeah, absolutely. And my glasses,
Your spectacles.
my spectacles. I've got my spectacles on so I can see proper.
Yeah, it's good. Well, we got to see proper because we're reading. So I'm going to get you to choose one of the sets of lyrics that we've got in front of us for tonight. Which one would you like to go with?
I would like to go with
That one.
that one. I'm going to pick your choice.
Oh, no. Okay, so we can tell it's my one because it's on shit quality paper.
I nearly fell apart in my hands. It's so thin.
All right, so on tonight's podcast, or today's podcast, depending on when you're listening, we are talking about an 80s classic.
I remember this one. When I was a teenager.
So a little bit of trivia. Can we do a bit? I know we don't
Absolutely,
really
far away.
normally do this.
We
but
don't normally meander with trivia and that kind of rubbish. And
But-
facts.
This band, the band that recorded this, wasn't originally called this. They were originally called Airplane. This is all true.
Yep.
They were called Airplane, then they were called Jefferson Airplane, then they were called Jefferson Starship, and when they recorded this one, they're called Starship.
Well, I did not know that.
There you go. Movie made this song famous, a movie called Mannequin,
Yes,
which
I remember
had some guy called Andrew in it, and her from Sex in the City with,
That's
the,
right.
with the mole on her
I know
face.
who you mean. I
Yeah.
can't think of her name.
The slutty one.
I don't even know who that is in the show. I haven't really.
If you're a fan of Sex in the City,
I'll think of their faces.
I'll tell you what, I want to do a shout out. Can I do a quick shout out?
Please do to Sex in the City. Absolutely.
A quick shout out to my friend Mel. My friend Mel, who
Hi,
was a
Mel.
big fan of the Spice Girls podcast. I bet that if she's listening, she will know all of the characters from Sex. Is it Sex and the City or Sex in the City?
Oh,
That's one of those Mandela effect things.
Is it?
Yeah.
Sex in the city / and the city.
Yeah,
Is
so
it?
some people say it was always called Sex in the City and now it's called Sex and the City, or vice versa. It was one or the other.
Yeah.
You know,
I thought it was sex near the city, so who knows?
I don't think I've ever had sex in the city.
I've had sex in the city.
Have you?
Yeah.
Hobart.
Yeah, it's fine if you use lube. Talking of cities.
That's a big spike on that fountain too, near the roundabout. I thought you were walking funny. John walks with a lisp and has a brown voice.
I was riding a horse.
I was vacuuming the stairs naked. And
Oh, gosh.
so this
I think
song
I've
is
written a book
called
about
We Built This City on Rock and Roll.
Built this city? We were just talking about cities. We took it all the way around the horses, all the way around the houses and back again to a city.
It was
It's almost
planned.
like we know what we're doing.
Was it planned? I don't know.
It wasn't.
I don't know.
It wasn't. We just picked up at the right spot.
One of the fun things, I think our listeners should hear about this. One of the fun things that happens in this podcast is a lot of the time, John and I just look at each other and we're looking at each other going, what's he going to say?
Yeah.
What's coming out of this bloke's mouth
Or
next?
where's it? Or we're watching each other going, where's this
he
going? Where's this going? Yeah, both of us doing it. Yeah.
I'm always
I
looking
hope it's going somewhere.
We both just basically sit in a darkened room and grin at one another stupidly. So, and the next podcast will be even funnier because we'll have had a whiskey by then. So, let's get into the lyrics, shall we? So we don't
Please
get
do.
criticised by those bastards
So
online.
what's it called again? We built this city on
Rock and roll. Straight away
Okay.
at the title, I think we're running into problems.
Yeah, we are. We are running into problems here.
Now, let's for those who don't know, you're somewhat of an engineer of sorts.
Hydro containment engineer.
Yeah, hydro
yes.
containment engineer.
I
Which
build
is,
water tanks.
yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Sorry, that joke landed flat. So do it again.
I build water tanks.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Sorry, that's a joke I hear so often.
Oh, do you?
It's all you end up ignoring it. Thank you.
Is that, do you
Thank you very
get,
much.
so people will make puns about,
Oh yeah, they
No.
will. That's the most common one.
freaking cool, man.
I
I didn't even know. So sorry.
Yeah, the other one is when the tank turns up, there's no holes in it, and they go, "Oh, I wanted fittings," and they say, "Yeah, we send the holes in the post." That's another one. Oh, yeah, tank related.
Do people make jokes like about military applications for the tanks? Like, is it a
No.
Sherman tank or a...
No,
Panzer.
they do say, when are we going to get the water? And we say, well, we send it in an envelope. Just pour the powder in. You just got to put your own water in.
What's the dumbest question you've ever been asked from someone that's bought a tank?
There aren't dumb questions.
Just dumb people.
There are dumb people. There's dumb ways people have damaged water tanks.
Ooh.
Like
Yeah?
hit it with the lawnmower.
Huh?
Like
Through a lawnmower.
A
at
rock
it.
comes off a lawnmower and goes through the side of their tank. But it's not generally. Or people reverse a truck into it. That's happened.
Yeah, okay.
Sometimes they just pop. I don't know. I didn't realise we were going to do Tank Corner. I think it's very probably quite boring for the listeners.
I don't know. No, it's not. I think it's
This
really
is
interesting.
Australia's #1 water tank related and plumbing supplies podcast. We might get a sponsor.
Oh, shut up. I was just interested. I bet you someone's interested somewhere about that. They have to be.
Well, thank you for asking about my day job.
Oh, more good news.
Yes.
So you know the Doug Anthony All-Stars.
Yes.
So I'm friends with Tim on Facebook, Tim Ferguson,
Yeah.
who's an awesome comedian. And I shot him a cheeky message about 4 or 5 weeks ago
I
asking...
remember you doing that.
Yeah, well, he got back to me. So, Tim, if you're listening to this episode, we love you. Thank you. That's awesome. Tim said he's going to listen to one of our
Hey, Tim.
episodes and give us some feedback. Hopefully the feedback isn't your sound quality is shit, guys. Get it.
I'll cry
Get
again.
your sound quality together. That's what he might say.
He might
That
say-
was a
he
shit
probably
impersonation of me, Grant.
will. You're doing the impersonation.
I know.
You're treading on. You're walking that line there.
Hey, don't
All right.
make jokes about walking. Tim's in a wheelchair.
Oh, that was me.
That was you, John.
Okay.
But it's
We
not
get
funny.
cancelled
It's not
by
funny.
Tim.
Hey, he's made worse jokes about worse things over the
Okay.
years.
I'm
let
going
me
to
tell
trust.
you.
I'll trust you on that.
All right, Tim, if you are listening, thanks very much, mate. Hey, so we built this city. Is how we
Just
start.
wait, who built this city?
We built this city.
Hold on.
Yep, you and me.
We?
In our spare time when we weren't doing this podcast.
Sorry. So before we even start, I don't remember this. We building a city? We? You
Yeah.
sure it's we? When you say we, do you mean you and someone else?
No, we built this city. You and me.
Okay. We'll move on, but I don't remember that.
Yeah, well, you should remember it because it was meaningful.
Well, apparently so.
So we built this city, but you're forgetting a key question.
Grant, if we built the city, what did we build it on?
We built this city, John, on concrete and reinforcement and a sensible amount of structurally sound integrity stuff.
You know what? That's what I was hoping you'd say.
No,
because that would. Wait, what?
Nah, we built it on rock and roll.
We
We built this city.
Grant, the very words rock and roll are not stable.
Why do you keep...
their inherent measurement, rock and roll, it's moving. How can you build a city on rock and roll, Grant?
Why do you keep using my name? Say you don't know me or recognise my face.
Who are you?
Thank you.
Who the hell are you? What? I'm meant to be podcasting with someone.
I know.
Who are you? And what's this city? What's going on with this city? Why is it moving?
Don't talk about the city either. Say you don't care who goes to that kind of place.
You know what? That kind of place? I don't care who goes to it. You can go to it if you want.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Say you don't
Who
know.
are you?
I know.
Exactly. And this whole place is moving.
Yeah,
Why is it moving?
I built it on rock and roll.
Oh, sorry. I keep forgetting that bit. I'm used to cities having a strong, firm foundation.
Not this one.
It's built on... It just seems crazy to build a city on such a non-sturdy
You
foundation.
didn't hear my last song. I built this town on custard.
That wasn't quite the hit that this was, though, was it?
No, it wasn't.
Didn't quite take off.
It was a country song.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was myself, Slim Dusty, and Dolly Parton did that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I built this city on. I built this small town on custard. Yeah. I won't sing it for you.
You know what? Don't. Play it for me later.
I'll play it for you later.
We'll release it as a single at some stage.
Look out.
Whoa, hold on.
You're knee deep in the hoopla.
In the what?
In the hoopla.
I hate it when I'm knee deep in hoopla.
Yeah, where do you prefer to be up with the hoopla?
I prefer it to be up to the ankle.
Yeah.
Because I'm not always wearing gumboots, and if the hoopla goes up too high, you get hoopla in your feet. I hate the hoopla.
Wasn't that the name?
Who's leaving the hoopla around?
Wasn't that the name of the greengrocer from Sesame Street? Mr. Hoopla?
I think it was Mr. Hoopla. Are we knee deep in rotten vegetables?
Yes.
Mr. Hoopla's
yeah,
store.
Mr. Freaking prick.
Well, we do build the city on rock and roll, and all these vegetables are falling
they
off the
tipped
shelves,
over.
aren't they?
That's the problem. Oh. That will make Oscar
You would be knee deep in hoopla.
Yeah, it's sinking in your fight.
If you were to have a fight in a vegetable shop, you would be sinking. I
you-
was going to disparage that. It makes perfect sense.
Have you heard that, what's it called, that song? Where,
Yeah, you know what?
No,
I think I have.
no, not that song, the other song.
The other song. Yeah.
Well, it wasn't a song, it's a YouTube clip. And in the YouTube clip, he's saying, there's a guy in a lighthouse and someone comes over the radio and they're calling from a ship. And he goes, "Excuse me, we are sinking. Hello?" And the guy in the White House goes, "Hello?" And he goes, yes, we're sinking. He goes, "What are you thinking about?"
I haven't heard that one.
No, me neither. I hope I never hear it. It's awful. So where were we?
We're knee deep in hoopla. Sinking in your fight.
Yeah.
We're in a vegetable shop in a city on rock and roll. Mr. Hoopla.
Yeah.
His vegetables are everywhere.
But there's a solution.
There's a solution.
The solution sounds like a problem, but it's a solution.
Yeah.
There's too many runaways eating up the night. So maybe they could get stuck into some of the hoopla.
You know what they could? What's too many? Isn't one runaway?
One runaway is one too many. Yeah.
Too many. So that could be two runaways.
No child left behind.
Two runaways. Eating up the night.
That actually almost sounds a bit dirty.
Who's the knight? Is it Sir Cliff Richard?
They're Sir Cliff Richard.
He's a knight.
Two runaways eating up Cliff Richard.
We're going to get complaint letters.
I hope so. Because Cliff Richard is a knight. Do you? I mean, I'm asking you this because you're English. And you would obviously know everything about.
Yeah, absolutely.
Knights.
I'm well versed in what the Brits do.
Well, until we just started talking about it, I thought they were called Kniggets. So I've learned something already.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
but they're not kniffies, they're knives. You know the kniffe you get in the drawer?
Yeah, the kniffy.
Yeah, the kniffe. It's actually called a knife.
Shut
so it's not
up.
It's not a knifey, it's a knife. Yeah. Sorry, just sorting shit out for you.
Man, that's
Blowing your
mind-blowing.
mind, yeah.
What? So my question about Sir Cliff Richard is, because he's a knight, does he have to wear armour?
I don't think he does, but I think if there's a war, he has to ride in on a horse, despite being in his 80s.
Did he go to the coronation of King Charles III?
You know what? I don't know. I've not been following his career of late.
But previously, you were a fanboy of.
You know what? My brother, when we were kids, my little brother, when he was about 7, he had a tape player, and which was modern back then, and he had 2 tapes.
Oh.
And I'd say to him, "What's your favourite music?" And he'd say, Cliff Richard and Michael Jackson. How many tapes do you have? 2. Cliff Richard, Michael Jackson. What happened to those 2? Cliff Richard and Michael Jackson.
What did happen to those 2?
I don't know. They just sort of disappeared. People stopped talking about them.
Michael Jackson, he's still going, isn't he? Michael Jackson.
I don't know. I think he turned into a white woman. I think I've made that joke before on this podcast.
I think you have.
Yeah, I think we're going down the same avenue.
Welcome to But I Won't Do That, a joke podcast where we have one joke that we recycle fairly often, and that was it. That's our.
That was the recycled joke. If you spotted it, well done.
Yeah. Yes, part of the circular economy.
But you know what? There's going to be others. The same. I look forward to finding out which jokes come up again and again, because it's going to happen.
So episode 2 and episode 18, if you're playing But I Won't Do That bingo to find the recycled jokes, and you're taking notes, episode 2 and episode 18, and you could win probably something else that we won't follow through with giving away like we haven't on previous episodes.
So that's right. We were going to put together a show bag, and we will. I have been thinking about that. I've got the book. I didn't bring it with me, but I've got the book by the front door ready to bring over. So there will be a show bag. It'll be all right.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah.
There will be a giveaway eventually.
And I don't think it was Brian Smith of Infamy, so don't worry about that.
Brian went the way of
joke recycling.
Cliff Richard.
I think he did.
Yeah.
I think he did, yeah.
What's the song you think about when you think about Cliff Richard?
We're all going on a summer holiday.
Yeah, mine's Living Doll.
Oh, really?
Because they did it with the young ones.
That's right. Well, for me, it was school holidays, watching the movie Summer Holiday, where he's singing in a bus.
That's so meta. So you're on school holidays watching a show about school holidays.
About Cliff Richard going on holiday through France, accidentally marrying some woman
16-year-old
with a 16-year-old, and he's travelling around in a red bus full of men.
They don't make movies like that
They
anymore,
do make him like that nowadays. Good old Cliff Richard.
So there's quite a few Cliff Richard movies, weren't there?
I think so, yeah, with the Shadows. The Shadows were in it as well, the guitar band.
So is that like... And there was quite a few Elvis films and all that sort of stuff as well. Yeah. So you know how these days there's... like the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah.
Was that like the Cliff Richard Cinematic Universe?
I suppose it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there would have been the Elvis Cinematic Universe. And
so is that like then a multiverse of 50s rock pop stars that could... Gidget would have been in it? Gidget?
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
And probably other... I can't even think of any other...
I know Mick Jagger appeared in a couple of movies, but he wasn't very good.
Oh, he was Ned Kelly. He played Ned Kelly.
There weren't any Rolling Stones movies, though.
There should have been. The Monkees, the Beatles, of course. The Beatles did Hard Day's Night and a few other...
It's good to talk about this on this movie podcast. Although, no, it was all music related.
No, I'm sorry, come on.
It was all musicians who've done movies.
Two homeless people ate Cliff Richard's cock. Marconi plays the mumba.
So, just to be clear...
That's our one swear word for the...
Okay.
Yeah. No, rooster. He's a rooster.
Yeah, oh yeah. Okay,
remember, he always had that rooster under his arm.
He did have he loved a rooster.
So now we can still do one swear word now.
All right.
Because I turned that one into a clean one.
You did? Oh, we still got a swear word up our sleeve. Brilliant.
Yeah,
okay, we'll move on. Great.
I don't have any sleeves.
I do. I've got 2 of them. I've got 2 jokes ready to go. 2 swears. I've got 2 big swears for later on. I'm saving them.
Boom, boom. Let's do it. Marconi plays the mumba.
Who?
Marconi.
Who's he?
Which is interesting because Marconi was I think had something to do with the invention of the radio.
Oh,
so
and he's musical as well.
And he's part of the city that's being built. So cough. Oh, I didn't hit the cough button quick enough.
Oh,
that's what John sounds like. Cough. Coughs. Fucking, it's so.
Sounds like the house falling down.
This is a professional podcast, isn't it?
This is so good.
If you like cough, somebody complained about our podcast. They said, I think it was unlistenable because at the beginning someone coughed.
And the funny thing is, that was our favourite bit. Let's keep the cough in. We keep it in.
I know, it's sponsored by
You get
Nescafe.
everything. Yeah.
Like, you know, if you don't have a coffee at the start.
Good time. Yeah, if you would like to sponsor us, Nescafe.
I don't want this blood money.
Blood money?
Yeah, no, you know all about Nescafe and the blood money.
No.
I talked about it off air.
Yeah, all right. No, that's
I
fair
don't
enough.
want another blood.
Anyway, Marconi, our mate Marconi.
Yeah, he played the mamba. And
What's a mamba? That's a snake, isn't it? Or is it music?
I'm hoping in this case it's a snake. So Marconi
He's
plays the mamba.
Playing with a snake.
Is that a euphemism? Well, look at Marconi over there playing.
Yeah, don't
the mamba.
Google it. Don't Google that. But you'll get something you really don't want to see.
Yeah, you get a bit of Thomas.
Well,
the
like
Tank.
you say, it's more than like you say, he invented the radio and he plays the mamba. Mamba is a kind of music, to be fair.
Yeah.
It could be that.
It's not Mambo number 5, but it's up there.
I like to think he's swinging a snake round his head.
Yeah, okay. It's not what I was picturing at all.
Okay.
No, my mind just went to a whole dirty place. Don't worry about me. Anyway.
So what does Marconi do after he plays the mamba?
He listens to the radio, don't you remember?
No, I don't remember that.
No, we built this city.
I don't even remember building the city. Never mind remembering Marconi playing the mamba and listening to the radio.
Yeah, no, we built this city on rock and roll.
On rock and roll? It's just not a good foundation.
Yeah, well, there's 4 bars, 4 beats to the bar with a backbeat, and in that state, we can build on it.
Well, that's fair. But yeah, sand.
No need for sand. No, the backbeat. It's the backbeat that holds it
That
up.
bit, and that's the strip.
So there's 4 bars,
Yeah.
4 beats to the bar,
Yeah.
with a backbeat.
Oh.
Yeah, and this holds everything up.
Why didn't you just say so in the first place?
Yeah, well, it's like trying to explain things to a bass player. You know, you just got to do it slowly.
Yeah. Or a monkey.
Yeah.
You're a monkey. Yeah. Explain. You have to explain things to me like I'm a monkey.
Actually, sounded like a monkey. Can you do a monkey?
Hey, can we keep the monkey stuff down? Because my driver, Derek,
Yeah.
he's an orangutan and he's just outside and having a cigarette. And if he hears us taking the piss out of monkeys, he's not going to drive me home.
You know what Derek said to me the other day?
What did you say to you? Oh, cheeky monkey.
I know.
Look, I will say I'm not racist against orangutans. I do call him a monkey. I know it's disrespectful, but I don't do it to his face. I only do it behind his back.
He's behind you.
No, he's not. It's all right. He smells. I can tell he's not. But thanks for trying to trick me. Anyway, let's move on.
Someone's always playing corporation games.
Is that like a latest game from like Microsoft?
Corporation games.
Corporation game. What do you do in that game? Because someone's always playing it.
Well, you start off at the ground level in like the postal room.
Yeah.
Then you work your way up a whole bunch of levels.
Okay.
And if you don't win at certain levels, you fall out the window.
That sounds like a great game.
Yeah, to your death on Wall Street.
That sounds like a really good corporation game. I think games are going to go in a whole new direction.
That's why someone's always playing it.
Yeah.
But who cares? They're always changing corporation names.
They are, aren't they?
I know.
Are they money laundering?
Yeah, well, what's some corporation names that have... So, I got a potato. I got a prank call, not a prank call, a marketing call the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, Mr. Mullen.
It was your dad?
No. Dad doesn't sound like that. My dad sounds like this.
Your dad did sound like, well, he's got a stroke. Sorry.
Yeah, don't tell Mum. Anyway, that's what he does in his private time is his private time. If Bob wants to play the mamba, that's up to him, right? So anyway, I got a telephone call the other day. Hello, Mr. Mullen. This is Dennis calling from the from the CBA, Commonwealth Bank of Australia. Mm-hmm. And I go, yeah, right, what do you want? And he goes, I said, I'm calling from the CBA, Commonwealth Bank of Australia. And I go, no, I got that. Why are you calling? And he started to tell me about how I had tried to pay someone and the amount of $8,422.82 hadn't gone through. And I said, look, Dennis, just stop effing scamming people. And then I said another word that I can't say on any podcast. And you know what Dennis from the CBA, Commonwealth Bank of Australia, did? He hung up on me, which was so unprofessional of him.
That was unprofessional. Scammers nowadays.
I know.
They're not. Oh.
So this is why they're always changing corporation names.
That is very true.
We know who you are, Dennis. We're not afraid of you anymore.
And that is why you're always changing your corporation name. I like it.
Yep. We just want to dance here. But here.
Here?
Yeah, I know it looks odd because someone stole the stage. And they call us irresponsible and write us off the page.
They write us off the page?
Yeah. This.
I'm sorry. I'm just got very lost in the song. I'm like, where are we?
So I put every fourth line in bold text so that we can actually keep up with the lyrics.
And sometimes the second, but that's all right. And
So-
then sometimes the sixth.
Yeah,
But,
but sometimes it's the fifth. No, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, they called us irresponsible and wrote us off the page, but for some consistency in this city that's built on inconsistency, Marconi still plays the mamba.
He's still playing the mamba, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah.
Loves playing the mamba.
Because we built this city on rock and roll.
I-
It's just another Sunday in a tired old street. Now, we just built this city and already the street's tired. And it's another Sunday. So think back to one of our other podcasts. Mm-hmm. What street is it?
Oh, I can't. Oh.
It's Sunday every day, and there's no need to
That was the song
rush
I didn't
around.
know.
Accidentally, Kelly Street.
That's right. Accidentally, Kelly
so
Street.
this,
I'm bopping my head to that one.
yeah, it's just another Sunday in a tired old street called Kelly Street. So, yeah.
What a Venn diagram of songs referring to Kelly Street.
So
Similar line.
Accidentally Kelly Street by Frente is in the metaverse of We Built This City on Rock and Roll by Starship.
So was the street in the other song
Yep.
built on rock and roll?
Yep.
Oh my goodness gracious me. It gets deep, doesn't it?
That's where friends and strangers sometimes meet.
Well, I
So
suppose so.
so here's a question for you. So just so you know, before I ask you this question, police have got the chokehold.
Wait, what?
Yeah, police have got the chokehold.
Well, hey, this neighbourhood really went downhill.
I know.
Is it because of the foundation of rock and roll, do you think?
Why do you always keep trying to blame my engineering?
I helped build it.
We built it.
But the cops are here now.
I know. Well, they got the chokehold. You know, I never knew what that lyric was until tonight. I always think it was just like, you know, when you hear lyrics in songs and you sing them when you're a kid. And
Yes.
I thought it was like, Billy the guy to choke. Oh. Like, I had no idea what it was, but apparently police have got the chokehold.
Yeah.
But here's a question for you. Who counts the money underneath the bar?
I don't know.
Okay, well, here's another one. Who rides the wrecking ball into our guitars?
Oh, it's that girl.
Go on. She licked her hammer.
She licked a hammer. I can't remember her name.
Her dad was Billy Ray. And he doesn't want to...
Cyrus. It's Miley Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus.
Oh, I knew I'd get there eventually. Yeah, she was on the wrecking ball.
Yep. So this song is in a multi...
I don't remember her riding it. This was obviously another time when she rode that wrecking ball into these guys' guitars.
This is what you don't understand about Miley Cyrus. That song video clip that she did was an homage.
Oh.
It was an homage.
An homage. Well, that makes absolutely perfect sense then.
Do you like that I use that word?
An homage?
An homage.
Yeah, I thought it was brilliant.
Have you ever heard me use the word homage?
No, have you been practicing?
Yes. I practiced
You
by
did
talking.
homage beautifully.
I practiced for a week by talking about cheese, fromage,
Yeah.
and then, like your earlier point about kniggets, I dropped the silent letters, the silent FR,
Nice.
and they're just homaged.
Nice.
That's how I got there.
That's how you sound all posh and shit.
Yeah,
Because you're really thinking about your language.
yeah, posh.
Yeah.
I'm full posh.
Dead posh.
Yeah, I met an Eshe today.
Eshe?
I met an Eshe.
You met one?
Yeah.
How was he?
I sold a mobile phone today, and this guy is full Eshe mate, mate.
They're really about.
Yeah.
They're real.
Like he was messaging me on Marketplace, going, "Yeah, mate, hey, going, cuz, can I buy your mobile phone off you? I'll meet you."
Did he call you cuz?
Yep.
Oh, that's kind of heartwarming.
Yeah. Then do you know what he called me when I turned up?
What?
Old man.
Oh, man.
Hey, going, old boy. Hey, going, old man.
Oh, bless him.
He had he's got a tattoo of a machine gun under his eye.
Smart. Well, you know.
Nothing says employable.
Yeah, I was
Like a
thinking, how's he going to go getting a job at the bank in 10 years?
Oh,
Probably not his direction, I imagine.
I think he's going to end up as an engineer building a city on rock and roll.
Oh, it sounds like it. Sounds like it. So anyway, she's ridden the wrecking ball into our guitars.
So don't tell us you need us because we're the ship of fools.
Well, you built a city on rock and roll.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah, ship of fools.
Should I take that off my resume? Don't tell us you need us because we're the ship of fools. I probably shouldn't I?
Yeah, I don't think they need it.
Are you looking for America?
Well, now you mention it.
Yeah, I always thought the lyric here was gunning through your schools, but it's coming through your schools.
But gunning could be relevant.
Could be a bit more accurate.
Could be more accurate. Looking for coming through your schools.
Yeah, but on that note, I think the rest of the song is just bragging about how they built the city on rock and roll, John.
Which really wasn't a good idea. Was not a good plan.
What would you build a city on if you had any other choice other than bedrock and concrete and bitumen and all that sort of stuff?
So I didn't have that stuff.
Yeah, you didn't have.
I'm not using rock and roll.
Yeah, what would you build a city on if you had the choice?
I personally would like to build a house on love and hope.
Oh my gosh. That is definitely not the response I thought I was going to get from you tonight. Because you had the opportunity to work your other two swear words in, but now there's no more time. So we have to say goodbye. We have to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Now's the time to say goodbye to all the family. B-I-W.
I wondered where you were going with that. B-I-W-D-T-I-E-S. Family.
So good night, beauties. You missed the.
We'll redo it.
No, we won't. We'll leave it here. Hey, thanks very much for joining us today on Better Way to Do That. Stay tuned next week where we finally make good on our promise of ruining a Beatles song. See you next week.
Если я чешу в затылке, не беда. В голове моей опилки, да. Но хотят там и опилки, но кричалки и вопилки, а также шумелки, пыхтелки и сопелки сочиняю я неплохо иногда. Да. Хорошо живет на свете Винни-Пух, оттого поет он эти песни вслух. И неважно, чем он занят, если он худеть не станет, а ведь он худеть не станет, если, конечно, вовремя подкрепиться. Да. Трам-парам-па-пам-парам-па-пам-пам-па. Пум-пурум-пу-пум-пурум-пу-трам-пам-па. Пум-пурум-пу-пу-пурум-пум. Пум-пу-пум-пурум-пум-пум. Хорошо живет на свете Винни-Пух, оттого поет он эти песни вслух. И неважно, чем он занят, если он толстеть не станет, а ведь он